Hi. I love that sweater. Hi.
I was wondering if you were going to like it.
No, I really like it. It's so cute.
Do you like how it's like see-through so you can see them wearing short sleeves?
Yeah, it's like sort of netted, but it looks really comfy. Beautiful color. It's like sort of
This is my favorite color.
It's gorgeous. What color is that? It's like
mauve.
Mauve, yes. It's like a pinky mauve. I love it.
Here's a fun fact about me.
Uh-huh.
One time I was in high school and getting my magazines. It was the magazine time.
You're getting your magazines together.
magazines.
Back in the day, we had to
read things on paper.
We had to read things on paper, and we had to stand in line at the magazine store to get our daily allotment of magazines.
I had subscriptions.
Oh, we weren't rich enough for that.
Really?
Yes, no, we had to go and get each individual magazine.
Oh, I can't believe my parents let me subscribe to anything because it is quite expensive.
No,
I mean, I don't remember, but
yeah.
It just seems decadent.
Yeah. It wasn't because we were poor. It was just like, I think my mom was like a little bit of a neat freak. And so she
they just pile
They just pile the fuck up. Yeah.
I think it was in Teen People. I got Teen People and YM.
Oh, yeah. I love Teen People.
And there was a Chanel contest. There was one to be...
How many Nazis can you support?
Do they support Nazis?
No, Coco Chanel famously was like a Nazi sympathizer.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of it.
Okay, good.
There was one for like be the model of the year. They were going to choose someone regular to be a model.
Yeah.
And then another one was color of the year. So you create a color.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I decided I'm going to enter both of them.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of bottles of nail polish and I started mixing them, which is chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would mix them in film canisters.
Uh-huh.
You know, the little plastic thing that a roll of film would come in?
Yeah.
And it would eat through it.
Those are very fragile.
Yeah. Anyways, I did a lot. I made like a mauve color. I called it Mauvelous.
Nice.
I sent it in. I became a finalist.
Oh, good.
And then the local newspaper contacted me and they were like, we want to write an article about you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I was in our local newspaper just because I did theater and shit. So many times they're so desperate for like fluffy content. They'll for anything.
Everything else is depressing.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not saying you weren't totally deserving for your marvelous achievement.
I know.
But just
it's kind of stupid.
That was my experience. Yeah.
I really think looking back that nobody really entered the color contest. How are you supposed to create a color? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just mix paint.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, was there like the RGB in terms of like technology?
What's that?
The red, green, blue scale where it's like, you know, like when you're going to create a color for like a PowerPoint presentation, it's like you just add.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like a certain number value that you can. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just made it on paper.
Yeah.
You know?
You just made it with
nail polish.
With chemicals, with factory chemicals that could have like probably killed you and your entire family.
Probably just me.
Probably just you. Or make you really high.
Oh, that definitely happened.
Well, at least you got something out of it.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I didn't win. The person who won, the name of their color was Crybaby.
Oh, and what color? Like, what kind of color?
It was like pink.
Oh, all right.
And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I found out about the movie Crybaby.
With Johnny Depp. Yeah,
and I thought, maybe they really liked that. This was like a callback to that or something.
Oh, maybe because I could see that.
Anyway, that's my stupid story.
That was so dumb.
I know.
I'm now stupider for having heard it. Thank you.
I know.
Yeah.
Why did I tell that story?
Because we were talking about colors. The
color.
Color.
This has always been my favorite color. This is the color, basically, that I created and that I wear constantly.
Yeah. So everybody, today is going to be all about shapes and colors. That's what we'll be talking about today.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit. Fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. Oh. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man, it's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense, it's time to break free.
No, it's not. let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I found out about an internet conspiracy theory this week that Garth Brooks is a serial killer.
Which I'm totally willing to believe.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I was going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm the believer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why it's true.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean, I'm going to take in your facts and evidence, but I am fertile ground for this belief.
So tell me, okay, your first response when I texted you was maybe it's his alter ego, Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
And I think about Chris Gaines a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think, okay, there was a point in time in the 90s or the early 2000s when they would air old episodes of SNL like every night on Comedy Central.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I got into SNL because I wasn't always like gonna stay up on Saturday night. Right?
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
a younger age where my parents weren't gonna let me. But
Yeah.
then so in the year 2000, for example, I was 14. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like around this time,
You were starting to develop
Yeah.
your comedic persona.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. No, that was about the time for me too.
Yeah.
And the Saturday Night Lives that were available when I was a kid was just the ones from like 75 to 80.
Yeah.
So it was just the classics on like Nickelodeon, I think, used to air them.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
I
So
think
you
it's
got to see a lot more than
interesting.
I did, probably.
Yeah, but they would air like only a certain decade's worth too.
There's certain seasons that they will not air.
Right.
That were so bad.
Because
Yeah.
then I listened to the book on tape. That's the oral history of SNL.
Yeah.
And in the 80s when Lorne Michaels left,
Mm-hmm.
the show fucking sucked.
Jean Dumanian took over. And her biggest note, and she was like more of an executive than she was like invested in like improv comedy and sketch comedy. And so her notes would be like, be more funnier.
And
like literally.
Dick Ebersol. too.
Yes,
They were
exactly.
both not, they weren't from the sketch comedy
You're
world.
it was Dick Ebersol as well. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's just to say that I think they aired 2 episodes with Garth Brooks as the host
Uh-huh.
a lot. And so I got to know him in one of those. Like, he hosted in 1998 and then he hosted again in 1999. And the musical guest was Chris Gaines.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So there was this point in time in 1999 where Garth Brooks decided he had an alter ego named Chris Gaines. And his original idea was not to say, this is Garth Brooks. It was
Yeah.
just to put on the wig and come out with an album and say, this is Chris Gaines.
And can we just explain, Chris,
Yes.
what I remember of Chris Gaines, the album cover, as my mother showed it to me
Yes.
when she's like, look, this is so cool. He was like sort of a emo. He was like an aging emo guy with like, I don't know
he
what
had like a long bowl cut.
He had, like-
that came down into his eyes, black hair.
Yeah.
And he had a little
soul patch.
soul patch under
Yeah.
his lip.
Yeah.
And
So he could really please the ladies when he was giving them head.
Okay.
That's what it's for.
Is that what you think?
I think that's what men think. Because that's what I heard it was for.
This is the only thing I can think when you say that.
Okay.
Is the clit is at the top of your vagina, the top of your puss.
Oh, okay. Well,
And the soul patch is down below your lips. So
How-
are you upside down?
I don't know.
What's that
Because I
soul
don't.
patch gonna tickle?
I don't do this, but I also think straight men don't know either.
No, they don't know.
Yeah. So.
I thought so. Maybe they should just get a mustache like you.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
Uh-huh.
know.
Yep.
Not real well versed in this category either.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was like an emo guy, and he looked up from below his bangs.
Oh,
up
no,
into the camera.
Yeah, he was like very intense, and like he was full of dark feelings.
Right, and
Yeah. So it was like very opposite Garth Brooks, sunny country star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, and they'll reference this a lot on the Illuminati side of the internet, you know?
Yeah.
Where, like I've said, maybe Britney Spears is a mind control slave.
MK Ultra.
MK
Yes.
Ultra. So,
Yeah.
like, Beyonce has an alter ego called Sasha Fierce.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then many other artists say the same thing. And so then they'll reference that and like Chris Gaines and be like, see, these celebrities are under mind control and they have to access another personality in order to like go on stage.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I think we can all relate to that idea. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
or have like DID. You know?
Well, no, I think it's like you get so, I imagine like these sort of people who like have such like a strong image, like they feel some kind of like, they feel like encrusted in that. And it's like they can't get out of it. They have to like always say the right thing, behave a certain way.
Well, that sounds like that's the Garth Brooks thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true for Sasha Fierce either, but
she would say that when she goes on stage, she needs to like crank it up, but off stage, she's so shy.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
and like soft-spoken.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then on stage, she's like, "Hi."
Is that what she's like? Is that your impression of Beyonce?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
No, it sounds like Miley Cyrus.
It sure does.
Yeah.
You want to hear one of my favorite Chris Gaines songs?
Yes, I don't think I've ever actually heard a Chris Gaines song. I'm just familiar with the CD cover from 30 years ago.
Which is what I'm looking at now. Want to see it?
Okay, yeah.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, the soul patch disgusts me. I just think they're so skeevy.
He's got nice lips.
No, he does. He looks great. Like
I
looks
honestly
great.
think that this time period on SNL and this persona made me like think he was hot. I think I just like thought he was hot.
Fair enough, because he was like a country dad sort of person.
Yeah, and this made him something else.
This made him like sexy dark emo.
All right, listen to this song. It's called Right Now.
Okay. Try to love one another right now.
Maybe it's poop. Maybe it's the pee. Maybe it's my penis up in your V.
Did you make that up?
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a really easy tune to make up anything to. Like you were going to the bathroom and I was out here making up lyrics to this song.
Oh, nice.
And if you ask me, they were really good, but I didn't have the recorder on yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe later we can do an improvised duet version of this song.
Okay. So that's an example of that.
Yeah, but it's not even an original. Did he do any original songs as Chris Gaines?
It is, though. He sampled the chorus, but he wrote that other shit. Maybe it's the books, maybe it's the TV, maybe it's the colors coming on your screen. I don't know. He wrote that.
Oh, okay. So
and by he, I mean someone.
Someone.
It was called Right Now. So he obviously took the chorus from the song by the Youngbloods or whatever their name was.
Oh, is that the okay? So that's Chris Gaines. But
yeah.
Okay, so now do we know like who is the serial killer?
No,
Garth
we
Brooks
don't
or
know.
Chris Gaines. Okay.
But let me tell you how this rumor started, okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you to watch this video.
All right.
And just tell me what your first impressions are. Okay.
Right.
Well, I guess it's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. What I'm already finding out on my own is that it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room. When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. Because it's just who I am. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
You know what I thought of when he said, "This is who I am"?
What?
I'm like, that's the last thing you hear before he stabs you in the face.
Yeah.
This is just who I am. Yeah. No, that's creepy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
What did you think?
No, I'm like, that's
you were
fucking
making
creepy.
faces.
No, I feel like he's very performative Which is fine. I understand he's fucking Garth Brooks. But it's like there's a darkness in there. I don't know how to describe it, but there's just something like insincere and dark.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes.
I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I'm just like, I don't like this guy and he's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to do that thing where I emphasize something by lowering my voice.
Yeah.
But he does it. It's very interesting the way that he does it.
Oh, okay.
So this rumor originated on the Your Mom's House podcast, which is with comedians Tom Segura.
Okay. Yep.
And his wife, Christina Pajitsky.
Okay. Tom Segura. He's
I'm gonna
he's
show
one of
you.
the he's part of the Rogan-sphere.
Well, now he is because they moved to Austin.
Oh,
and I
okay.
don't know if they were always part of it, but they moved there to like be with him.
Yeah, I mean, once you move to Austin, you're part of Joe Rogan's
Right.
little coterie.
Yeah. And the rumor is that like the taxes are better there.
Oh, yeah. Taxes in Texas are way better.
I guess I can see why taxes are better anywhere but Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah. It's great. I mean, the more concentrated commute like an area gets, yeah.
So I do believe that this is a clip of them on the podcast watching this video of Garth Brooks joining Facebook.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the beginning of this.
Alrighty.
But if you do, you know, you might want to make an announcement like one of our
just
buddies
kidding.
did over here.
Well, I guess it's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start, but then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that.
This is someone you know?
Yeah. Just keep watching.
Yeah.
But I'm already finding out on my own. So it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room.
Ugh.
See her reaction
Yeah.
there?
When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. This is just who I am.
Oh.
So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
What is your assessment of this person, though? What do you think's going on here?
He looks lonely.
Yeah.
He's alone in his hotel room.
Uh-huh.
He's lonely.
But
that's my assessment.
he also has like weird language, right? Where
He also has that he does that thing where he like comes down at the end.
Yes.
What's that about in acting?
It was forced. It's forced sexy voice.
Forced
Yeah,
sincerity.
forced- Forced sincerity. That's
Yeah.
a good way of saying it.
But you think it's forced sexiness? You think he's trying to
Or-
elicit a
He's
sexual?
like, I like that.
A lot of times when you start to kind of like go down, it probably means you don't want to say what you're actually saying.
And I really like that.
Yeah.
I know. So she's from the show You,
Oh, yes.
which is about like a male stalker. And so I think that's why they decided to show her this, because they're like, hey, you're on a show about a serial killer.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. And also, like, she's like kind of a young woman. So, whereas if he was a serial killer, probably his intended victim type.
So kind of like Jim and them and Corey Feldman,
Yeah.
you know, this is their obsession on the Your Mom's House
No
podcast.
shit.
That's Tom Segura. Doesn't
yeah.
he look familiar?
No. I've definitely seen him before.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him on stuff. He's like, to me, of the Shane Gillis, Theo Vaughn, Tom Segura sort of echelon of the Rogan-sphere, which is like, they're better, but they're opportunistic and they know being around Rogan gets them more opportunities and more exposure.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like there are also other people in the Rogan-sphere who are just like, they're just bad comics and they know it. And they're just hanging on for dear life.
I think he's actually funny, but I haven't.
No, I think he's
haven't
one of the
really,
funny
like,
ones.
sat and watched any of his specials, so I don't really know what his jokes are, but I like him.
He's more like off and on. I really think like Shane Gillis is talented.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really do.
So this is, let's just watch this other clip.
Okay.
It's a clip of him and Trisha Yearwood, who is his wife.
Trish, she's a country singer.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I remember like vaguely in the 90s being like, oh, they're like the royalty of the country.
Yeah.
Singers.
No, she was big. I haven't heard that name in years.
I know, I don't
Wow.
know.
Good for Well, she married Tom Segura and she's like, fuck it.
No. She
wait.
married Garth Brooks.
Oh, she married Garth Brooks. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. I thought she was married to Tom Segura. I was like, that's awesome.
Christina Pajitsky is his wife.
Got it. Okay. Sorry. Wires are crossing all over the place for me.
I'm thinking our friend Garth is on the spectrum. I'm going to put the theory out there. If you're watching this and you're like a person that diagnoses
can we Google
autism, Asperger's, he may not be diagnosed.
Is G on this? Is he on the spectrum or is he?
G is an R.
Oh my God.
Be part of the greatest global relief plan mankind has ever seen.
Everybody deserves dignity. Everybody deserves a roof over their head to feel safe. You can be a part of that.
Yeah, amen. So join us, won't you? Stand up for love.
Stand up for mankind.
Stand up for Ukraine.
Why did he laugh there?
I just can't get over. Is that his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Just a shocking resemblance to Shane Gillis.
So when they first watched that one clip, I think it was Christina who was like, "Oh, it seems like he's performing like being a fun, normal guy. So he's like autistic."
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, so they're talking about it again.
Mm-hmm.
G is an R.
On here. So is that a Kaepernick hat?
Definitely not.
That would be shocking. But
Yeah.
7 is Cap's number, right?
I think you're right. For sure, that's like how many fucking Notre Dame stadiums he sold or something. I don't know what it is. But
Okay. Oh, it has
yeah.
something to do with like him and his.
I'm
merch.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
But there's
the
that
little
part.
laugh at the end there.
He
Yeah,
goes,
what's he
stand
laughing
up for humanity. Stand up for Ukraine. You're like, what the fuck just happened there?
Oh, he's out of it, huh?
Yeah, he just doesn't know what's happening
He's
there.
disconnected,
Yeah.
guys. I'm telling you. And also when he does this politician thing, the greatest humanitarian effort. That's what Obama was doing. Change, we're gonna make change. It's the same politician. He's
Yeah.
mimicking what people act like.
This is why I hate these guys. This is why I hate them.
Sorry. Yeah.
Because they always are referring to them fucking selves. And
Yeah.
like, you are not, nobody cares about you and your guys' lives and the helicopters you buy and what arenas you sold out and how rich you are.
I
You
know.
guys are comics. You need to talk about things that are not you.
So
Anyway.
they started this shit with Garth Brooks in like 2013.
Uh-huh.
So I was listening to the Your Mom's House podcast episode from 2013.
Yeah.
And there's so much dead air. You know, like they're just sitting there looking at stuff on the internet and then talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
And now this podcast is huge.
No, this is what all before like,
I know, yeah.
they find something to focus on. This is what I love how I said they're so self-referential, and I talk about myself constantly. What I'm talking about is they're constantly talking about their sort of
They're
like the
group of comedian
the
friends.
group of podcasters. So it's like podcasters talking about podcasters on a podcast, and it's like the snake eating its own fucking tail.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to say that.
So they'll just
Yeah.
watch clips of Garth Brooks and they'll like talk about how
This
weird
is
he
a much better use of podcast time than whatever the fuck it is that they do, usually. Like on their other podcasts in this little
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Yeah, this is way better.
So he had joined Facebook and then joined like Instagram. So the listeners of this podcast started going into his comments and writing stuff.
Yeah.
Because then there's one day where they're watching a clip and Tom Segura is like, you know, he's a murderer. Like
Yeah.
you can tell, like look
Uh-huh.
in his eyes, he is like, there's nothing there.
That's what.
And then they start
Yeah.
writing comments on Garth Brooks posts all the
Yeah.
time, like spamming them and writing like, where are the bodies, Garth? And that's the most popular comment.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
there's like a clip of him at a concert because he still tours.
Yeah.
He's still like a very high selling country singer.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's.
Even
yeah,
though like
yeah.
I haven't heard of him in years, but I don't do country.
He's a country legend.
Right.
Like he had his mainstream run for a little while. I think Chris Gaines kind of like killed his mainstream career,
It
quite
did.
frankly.
Yes. So there's a clip of him at a concert where then like they pan to the audience
Yeah.
and someone's got a big sign that says, "Where are the bodies, Garth?"
Does he say anything about it?
No.
Okay. Oh.
So that's the thing.
So radio silence from Mr. Brooks
Yes.
or Gaines. Yeah, depending.
The main thing is it spams his comments to the point where now his comments are all turned off.
Oh, all
on
of them?
Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or it's like the creator has limited comments. But at some point, he just blocked Tom Segura and everyone having to do with this podcast.
Okay.
But this is a clip of one of his fans I guess he'll do these like Zoom calls or whatever sometimes with fans and let them ask him questions. And the fan like has a question about the comments. So watch this.
I can't wait.
I'm a sophomore at the College of Journalism. I'm studying ad PR. And one thing that kind of pertains to me, I guess, is I deal with a lot of social media. And I'm a new fan of yours. So I went to check out some of your social media. And I don't know if this is something kind of new for me with your following. I checked some of your posts and saw some comments that were kind of interesting. I didn't know if they were references to different kind of songs or something. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of comments that just kind of seem, I guess, a little random. Like a lot of them are saying, like, watch for waspas, and I guess, like, are you following protocol and things like that? So I don't know, and there's a lot of them.
I don't know, man. You got a hell of a job cut out for you if you're trying to make sense of social media. I can tell you that.
Right.
So try to remember that what's on social media is the larger you get in a following, the more you're going to get whatever the first thing was of just people advertising there. You're also going to get people on there that are trying to disrupt the system. So with social media, my thing to that is just, it's a beautiful way to get a message out. But what social media does is it waters down a lot of stuff, and the voices that you're hearing probably are not the original voices.
I love how he's lecturing us on social media. I'm like, yeah, we all get it.
I know.
We all understand what's happening. Anyway, I mean, you can't see the look on my face.
Is like, I think he's totally aware of it. And
yeah. But he had this like performative look on his face where it's like, what are you talking? What?
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah, it's so funny.
So then there's this guy.
Okay.
He decided to look more into this. Like, it's not just a joke.
Oh,
There's actually like hundreds of missing people or unsolved murders that line up with where Garth Brooks was on his tour dates, where he's lived. He has 2 homes, one in Tennessee and one in Missouri.
Yeah.
And so he has a clip on a podcast, and the podcast is called The Connect with Johnny Mitchell. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
But the writer, he wrote a book called Bodies in Low Places, because Garth Brooks' song is like, I got friends in low places and I got it down by now.
But maybe the bodies were his friends.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Basically what they say on this podcast is like, okay, now that this has become such a big deal for his social media that he has to like turn off comments, he could just come out and say, hey, I know this is like a really fun in-joke for you guys, but like, it's kind of not cool to the families of the victims.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like,
I'm just going to say, you know, it's not true.
Yeah.
He could even like make an appearance on Tom Segura's podcast, and it might be like really fun
and
funny.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
Well, it is just from his
like
perspective.
Like a Streisand effect.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's not a serial killer, and I don't know that he's not.
Right.
I mean, to lean into it would probably be like the best thing. Just like, you know, acknowledge that you're the butt of a joke, but it is like a really dark joke.
Yeah.
And it can have like backlash, and his image is so like
clean,
sunshine and puppet dogs, you know, that kind of thing. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of hard to be like, well, what do you do? Do you just ignore it? Do you lean into it? But I think you're right. The best thing to do would be like, hey guys, this is kind of gross. And be like, can you just please stop? It's not true. I know we're all having fun here, and then bring up the effect on victims.
Yeah.
I think that would have a real effect, but he hasn't done that.
He seems to kind of want to be silly. You know what I mean? Like, he's got this. Do you agree? I guess maybe I've watched a lot of Garth Brooks over the past few days.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely wants to be avuncular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's watch this next clip where he's about to do a stadium tour, and apparently, like, one of his favorite things to do every time he announces a new tour or something is a press conference.
Usually they just like go on a talk show or a podcast.
That's not really what he does.
Okay.
He likes to stand at a podium.
All right.
You know, but So
he better get used to it when he's tried.
Yeah. Well, this is like a little interview that someone does before or after the press conference.
Okay.
And remember, this is all about game day. Every show is going to be game day or Garth day, however you want to look at it. Come dressed in your full colors, support your team. Let's go have some fun. And let's get physical playing music. I like that thought.
Huh?
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I think, can I tell you what's really...
He doesn't know how to connect to
No.
human beings, which is odd
to
that
be
you're
himself.
such a huge music star.
Right. This is the conundrum, is he's trying to be this friendly social media guy, and he's not this guy.
Let's get physical playing music.
I don't understand. So can I tell you why I think he's a monster? Okay. When somebody really smiles, you see his smile?
Yeah.
The eyes don't match the smile. When you really smile, look, and it's genuine, you get wrinkles in your eyes, and the eyes kind of narrow, right? So his eyes are just normal, wide open, and then like this. Yeah, that's a sociopath smile.
It's true. I have some facts about the sociopath smile.
Really?
Well, not facts, but what they think it is that in the area of the brain where the sociopath has I think it's like the amygdala, where they theorize that a sociopath has deficiencies in emotional processing. That is also the area of the brain that affects the muscles around the eyes.
Oh.
So it's
they can't connect.
They can't fake their eyes because their brain literally doesn't connect the fakery of the feelings to their eyes. You know what I mean?
That's so interesting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. Okay.
I just wanted to show you another clip of Garth Brooks being creepy.
I'm starting to understand how you felt last week when I was showing you all those clips of Audra Winters.
Yeah.
Audra Winter, because I'm yeah, I don't want to watch this person anymore.
You don't want to watch Garth?
No, I will. But I have to say he is there's something really off-putting about him.
There's something weird, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
And I don't know why we didn't notice it in the 90s.
The 90s were different.
I think things were more controlled, and now he's trying to get the word out and he does whatever media thing that he needs to do, and nobody's giving him feedback for some reason.
He doesn't understand authenticity. Cuz everything
which
was
is an
much
autism thing too.
That's true.
But could also be a sociopathic killer.
Yeah.
Here's a clip that this guy used that I thought was really funny.
Okay.
I lie awake and watch her sleeping. If I never wake up in the morning, then she must face this world without me. So tell that someone that you love just what you're thinking of. If tomorrow never...
my God. Everybody, we're going to put this clip in the notes. You have to watch it. It's bananas.
So he's singing a sentimental song about telling your loved one that you love them if tomorrow never comes. But his eyes are wide open. He looks just like he's zoning out. You know when you zone out and you don't really look at whatever you're looking at?
Oh, I feel like he's singing a lullaby to his next victim.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like to me.
I mean, he looks fucking crazy. So I just really enjoyed that clip because...
No, watch that, guys. That is out of the park. Matthew Cox.
He wrote a book, called Bodies in Low Places, where he purports to give evidence of all of the killings and abductions and unsolved things that take place around where Garth Brooks is.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to it, and it's a funny book.
Yeah. It sounds great.
It's not good.
Okay.
I'll play you a clip so you can hear what it's like.
Is there an audio version?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But he doesn't narrate it. He got some kind of voiceover artist to narrate it, and it's a little cold.
Okay.
It sounds a lot like actually the behind the music narrator.
Oh, yeah.
Which is interesting.
But when she was at the height of her career, her personal life was crumbling.
While Garth's music was setting records, he was in the middle of his second year of playing the State Fair concert circuit. He just finished performing at the Washington State Fairgrounds outside of Seattle, Washington. It was April 24th, 1990, And wouldn't you know it, a 16-year-old Caucasian girl by the name of Derry Ward was walking home from school, not too far from the fairgrounds, with a group of friends. She'd walked through the neighborhood hundreds of times, but this time, when Dari turned into the alley a block away from her house, she disappeared, never to be seen or heard from again. In fact, nearly 3 months later, hours after Garth walked off the stage at the Canfield Fair's grandstand venue in Morristown, Ohio, a highway patrol officer found the body of Brady Russell, an African-American man who'd been stabbed to death. His body had been dumped in a rural area of Ohio, not too far from Morristown.
I mean, I'm sorry. I do have to point one thing out.
Yeah.
A serial killer is not killing a 16-year-old white girl and a 30-year-old black man.
That's what I was thinking.
I want to believe. I want to believe so bad.
We don't have much information, right? Like, the only thing that this guy could do is look at Garth Brooks' touring schedule and, like, where he was, and then look at unsolved murders or missing persons.
Uh-huh.
So he's listing everything. And it's all different kinds of people. It's black women and black men and white women and white men and kids. And it's everything. And then the first few murders seem to all be like stabbings. And then at some point they become shootings too. They're like, here's when Garth got a gun. And I'm like, if you like killing, don't you sort of become like, this is the way I like to do it, and it's not always different?
It's not that they become that. It's that they have built these fantasies about who they're going to kill, how they're going to kill. They definitely are like very... I mean, they can develop, but it's usually, they don't usually go from stabbing, which is like, as we all know, a very personal way of killing somebody, to shooting. It's like usually in terms of like a weapon, they're going to stick with something similar, at least in terms of like how close they want to get to a victim.
I always think of serial killers, I think that they don't use guns because they want to feel it.
Well, Son of Sam used a gun.
Okay.
And he was more of it depends on the serial killer personality.
Right, because he was being told by a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
To kill.
Supposedly. But also he was like very, he didn't have a lot of social skills. So he wasn't a Ted Bundy type who could be like, hey, can you help me, get my boat out of the back of my van? Look, my arm's broken. Very charming and like, he just wasn't capable of that. And so there are personality differences, which I think...
A lot of this book is comparing murders to Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, the Son of Sam. It's like, this guy was like this. Could it be that Garth Brooks is like him?
Yeah, but those 4 serial killers...
They're so different.
He's describing 2 very different serial killer personalities. Like the charming, organized one and the fucking one that's completely kind of not a part of society and a weirdo.
Right.
And a loser.
If you want to do like devil's advocate, like if Garth is a serial killer, this guy writing this book is going to find people that he didn't kill as well as people he killed.
Of course. People go missing every goddamn day for various reasons.
Listening to this book, I was like, damn. People be getting killed, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Where are these unfortunate souls? There is a sensible answer to this question. During Garth's stint as a newbie country artist playing the state fairgrounds circuit from 1989 through 1990, the up-and-coming country music star was struggling financially. During these first few years, Garth can only be connected to a few missing persons and unsolved homicides. However, by the end of 1990, Garth had signed a record deal with Capitol Records Nashville, and he received his first large check. Oddly enough, Garth didn't buy a luxurious penthouse in downtown Nashville or a souped-up American muscle car. Instead, in November 1990, he spent $432,500, nearly every dime he had, on a 300-acre piece of unimproved property in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. Some have described it as Garth's dumping ground and his unlicensed cemetery.
Here's the thing. As he points out, he signed a record deal and used almost all the money to buy a plot of land that didn't have a house on it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the first thing I would do if I ever got money.
Yeah, but where's he going to get the money to do the house part?
I'm sure he's like anticipating now that he has like a contract and his career is going well, that more money is going to come in. But I really like buying 300. That's so smart. It's so land always appreciates.
Oh.
It's land is like your most solid investment that I think you can make. And 300 acres, hey.
Well, so
I'd love
this
it.
is what they point to as, I think because he doesn't build a house right away.
Yeah.
It must be that he needs a dumping ground.
That too.
And-
that too. I'm willing to believe.
Okay, so obviously during the first part of his career, he didn't have a private jet.
Yeah.
So he's touring on a bus.
Uh-huh.
So the argument is a lot of times he takes the bodies, puts them in suitcases,
Yeah.
and then stores them under the bus.
Does he even need to put him in a suitcase? You can just, I mean, that's kind of big under that bus. You can just like stuff him right under there.
Well, there's other people on the tour that he doesn't want to see the bodies.
That's true. I guess if the bus driver is like coming around and taking
Yeah,
all
and
the
there's like
suitcases
roadies.
out. Yeah, he's like, hey, who does this belong to?
Yeah.
Anybody? Garth?
But so
Is this one of yours?
So then he goes into this like great detail about how long it takes a body to start to smell and how he could feasibly go from this city to this city and get the body home without it smelling, especially if he had ice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but there's still going to be like liquids,
Yeah.
liquid everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And they don't talk about that.
Well, also, it's like, is he a process or a product killer?
What's that?
He would have to be a process killer. Well, a product killer is somebody who wants to kill so they have the body to do things with. Ted Bundy was
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, product killer. A process killer is somebody who likes the whole process of like killing, setting the scene, waiting, lying in wait.
Yeah, they don't like they talk about the differences with like these other serial killers,
Yeah.
but I don't think they know.
Yeah. Like BTK was a process killer. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't he have a micropenis too? Or is that just
No, I think that's somebody else.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
couple.
There's a couple with micropenises.
So here's one that I thought was more interesting
Uh-huh.
as a possible victim.
Okay.
And this is still towards the beginning of his career with the bus.
Okay.
As Garth's convoy of tour buses and tractor trailers traveled to their next venue, in Tinley, Illinois, Tammy Zawicki, a petite 21-year-old Caucasian female, departed her mother's house in Evanston, Illinois, en route to the college she attended in Grinnell, Iowa. Sadly, it appears that her travel plans caused Tammy to cross paths with Garth's group. Did she swing into a rest stop for a bathroom break or a quick bite to eat and catch the country music legend's eye as he and the crew made a pit stop? We're uncertain. Here is what we are sure of. On August 23, 1992, after Tammy left for college, it was reported that she was seen at roughly 3:30 p.m. on Interstate 80 at the mile marker 83 rest stop in LaSalle County, Illinois. Predictably, the parking area was teeming with tractor trailers. However, per eyewitness accounts, one tractor trailer was seen parked near Tammy's vehicle during this period, and a man, described as a white male in his 30s, roughly 6 feet tall with dark hair, the spitting image of Garth at the time, was witnessed in the vicinity of the tractor trailer, Tammy, and her vehicle. The following day, after Tammy hadn't arrived at Grinnell, her mother contacted the Illinois State Police to report her daughter as a missing person. Shortly after that call, an Illinois state trooper found Tammy's vehicle abandoned in the mile marker 83 rest stop's parking lot, but there was no sign of Tammy. I can't be positive we stopped at that rest stop, concedes Richard. But yeah, we do stop at rest stops between spots.
That's one of Garth Brooks's roadies.
Okay.
He
All right.
interviewed.
Yeah.
So he got him to answer like, oh, well, did you do this? Did you do this? And he has other stories about Garth too.
Oh, okay.
To take a restroom break or whatnot. The roadie admits that the infrequent stops are typically chaotic. You got a lot of sketchy people running around rest stops.
So they proceed to their next tour date in another city.
Uh-huh.
And that is where the body is found.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same.
Yeah.
It's either the same city or it's a city on the way that like they also
Uh-huh.
one of Garth Brooks' CDs is near the body.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Was it Chris Gaines?
No, because that's
Okay.
1999.
Oh, that's not yet. Okay. The thing is, I want to just acknowledge the fact that like this young woman went missing, devastated her family and her community.
Yeah.
Not her, but the situation. And I can see how it feels a little unseemly. Like, I get a goof on a big star.
Right.
But also, like, there are other grieving people involved in this. And it's fun, but it also, like, kind of hurts me deep inside.
Right.
A little bit. I just want people to acknowledge that to understand that we're going to acknowledge that this is, like, gross. You know? But we're still going to talk about it. I just want that to be out there because it's like, I love trolling a superstar. I really do. But is this the way we want to do it?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Something about the author, Matthew Cox, because I'm watching him on this podcast. That's how I discovered all of this.
Yeah.
He's not real charismatic. The guy hosting the podcast is constantly like, okay, so now tell me about this part, like trying to guide him.
Yeah, yeah.
And he can't remember any facts.
Seriously?
All the time. Anyways, then at some point, he compares something to the book, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And he's like, well, just so you know, I read all those books because I was incarcerated at the time. And I go, whoa.
What?
Okay, well, he was a con artist.
Oh,
Matthew
Jesus
Cox,
Christ.
and he did tons of cons with mortgages.
Oh, okay.
And now he's out of jail, and they use him sometimes, like, to help them catch other con artists.
Oh, other mortgage
I guess.
artists?
I don't
Okay,
understand
yeah.
how you can con someone with a mortgage.
That's the thing. It's probably, like, super complicated.
So he wrote this book with the help of someone else. He has a YouTube channel with 843,000 subscribers.
Good. Okay.
He's got a podcast and he tours as like a motivational speaker.
Of course.
Just like Jordan Belfort or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm reformed.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, wow.
But he's that charmless.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a video of him?
Yes.
I want to see him.
Because
motivational speaker.
this is on his channel, but he's talking to this other woman who also does true crime. P.S.
Okay.
His channel is called Matthew Cox Inside True Crime. And I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're sitting here talking about the Garth Brooks thing.
Okay.
He makes a comparison to her about someone else who was like maybe a serial killer.
Okay.
It was a movie. But
Okay.
it was also an autobiography. Chuck Barris created several game shows in like the 70s.
Okay.
The point is that he was kind of like a TV personality.
Okay.
And he wrote a memoir about his life.
Okay.
And in the memoir, he admits to being an assassin for the CIA.
Okay.
And so what happens is, and when you read the biography or the autobiography, you can put together like he was shooting the Gong Show or something in this area of the city, and some politician or a judge or something was assassinated, was shot and killed.
And this is real?
Well, the whole book is like this. Talks about this assassination, this the mob, or the murder of this mobster, and he's always in these locations.
Okay, so what he's talking about is this guy Chuck Barris. I guess he wrote an autobiography called Confessions of a Dangerous Mind or whatever, and then it became a movie. And it's all about how he, while creating these game shows, was also working for the CIA and killing people.
Okay.
And then they made it into a movie, and it's kind of a comedy because years later he then came out and said, "Oh, I just made all that up. Like that's not true." So, but it's so silly.
Was he just doing like a bit for years and years?
Just for a book.
Just. I kind of love it. I'm sorry. I love it.
Yeah, it's funny, but like I think so. When he wrote the book, people were like, "Oh my God, yeah, he was in this place, and then this person did wind up dead." Or maybe we didn't know that they were dead if they were connected to CIA stuff. So he's trying to make this connection that like there was this story of this guy that no one knew was connected to killing people, and he went undetected for years.
Yeah,
and he can't even like get the words out.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I mean, I sort of understand what he's saying, but yeah, he's not like, he doesn't draw you in with his like.
I just can't believe how many subscribers he has.
I can't believe how many subscribers, and that he's a motivational speaker.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Want to see him on this
Oh,
podcast?
and speaking of like Psycho Eyes, he's got a little bit of that too.
He does, yeah.
He does.
When he said he was incarcerated, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I find out, okay, so he was conning people, but he doesn't seem real smart to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And they keep talking on this podcast with Johnny Mitchell as if all of this evidence is super compelling that Garth Brooks is really a serial killer. And it's like, it's fun to sit there and entertain it. But it's like none of the killings are the same.
Yeah.
None of anything.
Yeah. Well, and also I'm like, okay, if this Cox fella really believes this, I'm like, okay, explore it. We can all talk about it, whatever. It's probably not true. But then when you said he was a con artist, I'm like, this is really kind of sleazy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the kind of person that would write a book like this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And look, can I play you a really funny clip that I recorded today?
Yeah.
And you tell me if this guy has a case for defamation.
I'm not a lawyer, everybody.
This is part of the story where Garth Brooks was previously married. He married a woman before he became famous. And then they got a divorce later.
Yeah.
I think there were claims of him cheating, but it's like the early 90s. Like, it's not like we have paparazzi photos or something.
Yeah, yeah.
She's with him while he makes his millions, right? So she's entitled to half. So, yeah, when they divorce, he pays her $125 million because that's half.
God damn.
So listen to this clip.
Walked away with $125 million, making their divorce one of country music's most expensive in history, and causing some to speculate why. What did Sandy have on her ex-husband? What dark secrets might she be harboring? Although we don't know exactly what caused Garth to hand over such a massive settlement, it must have been something unforgivable. Something along the lines of Sandy coming home early from a day of shopping, walking into the master bedroom to find Garth lying naked in bed snuggling with the corpse of his latest victim. Or maybe she caught him admiring himself in their full-length mirror, wearing a skin suit made up of his prey.
Totally. Yep.
Whatever Sandy had on Garth, it must have been devastating.
He is brazen. I got to give it to him. He's brazen.
Brazen.
He's fucking brazen. Yeah.
I
still hate all of this, but he's brazen, and that was funny.
I do have to make the point, though, that with many of these killings, if they find the body, most of them are not sexually assaulted. So that's not a part of...
Yeah. It doesn't need to be, usually.
But like for him to then be like, I bet he was laying down naked with one of the bodies.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why?
I know, or having a skin suit, which, I'm going to make you a skin suit out of you later today.
Yeah.
And then just wear you to a party tonight, because that's so easy.
Leave everything else is lying on the kitchen table.
Yep.
It's fine. I'll come back to it later. I don't care about the possible juices getting anywhere.
Yeah. No big deal.
So that's the thing. Like, the theory is he has these two estates where he can keep the bodies. No one's ever taken Garth Brooks' DNA. He's so famous. So he'll never get connected to any of these crimes because he's such a big deal.
Yeah.
I got to play you another clip because now he's married to Trisha Yearwood, right?
Okay.
And he loves Trisha Yearwood. He talks about her all the time. He calls her Miss Yearwood.
Garth talks.
Garth.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, you who think Tom Segura is married to Trisha
Shut the
Yearwood.
fuck up. No, I thought you were talking about the author Cox. He's like obsessed with her. Maybe he just wants to like get him arrested so he can hook up with Trisha Yearwood. No? Okay.
I guess I need to use more proper nouns because I'll just say he and you'll be like, who?
Yeah.
So he's on these like later tours and he loves to bring Trisha Yearwood. Garth loves to bring Trisha.
Garth, not Mr. Cox?
No.
Okay.
And so it's hypothesized if he's on these tours and people are winding up dead, does Trisha know? Is Trisha complicit?
Okay.
Let's listen to a clip.
It's unlikely she could have known what was happening all around her, or perhaps she did and chose to ignore it. Or maybe the truth is much, much worse. Throughout the documented history of serial killers, there have been married couples, partners who worked together to abduct, torture, and murder their victims. Incidentally, Garth has been in attendance of each award show corresponding with every single incident, starting on April 25th, 1990, with the 25th Academy of Country Music Awards ceremony held at the Pantages Theater in Los Angeles, California, when he walked away with half a dozen awards. Over the next few years, at approximately the same period as the annual ceremonies, Jürgen Stockberger, William Blanco, Francisco Sanchez, and Lisa Knox all ended up as missing persons.
It just became like kind of a list of names in this whole book.
Yeah,
like, I can't go look them all up.
And also, I don't want to talk about who he's talking about because then that's just like we're talking about the victims, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. So
Yeah.
let's just leave it in the realm of the abstract for me.
Okay.
So we've had a black man.
Oh, yeah.
And a 16-year-old white girl, an Asian woman.
There were Hispanic people in there.
Hispanic people. It's not generally, how it works.
I will say there are a lot of them who are like abducted from their cars.
Oh, okay.
And then some, like their body is put back into like the trunk of the car. And then some is like the car is moved.
Okay.
And he's like talking on Matthew Cox is talking on the podcast with Johnny. And he's like, okay, so like a lot of the cars are abandoned. So like, how do you think Garth got from the car that he abandoned back to his like tour bus?
Yeah.
And Matthew Cox is like, well, he jogged. And then they're just both like, yeah, that's probably it.
This guy is such a con artist.
Yeah.
Because, he'll fucking say anything like it's obviously true.
He's making a mint online.
Oh, no,
it
hey.
seems.
No, actually, no. Not good. Not good. Bad.
Yeah, bad.
Don't
Bad boy.
Like it. Don't like this. Yeah.
Okay. 1999, Chris Gaines, right?
Okay.
For some reason, it's like before he came out with the Chris Gaines thing. Steven Spielberg is interested in him to be in some of his movies. So here's a clip. He wanted him to play a sniper in Saving Private Ryan.
Got it.
Private Ryan, which was being directed by Steven Spielberg. Garth refused the role. He was unwilling to share the spotlight with the rest of the cast: Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, and Edward Byrne. Garth stated he wanted to be the star. After turning down the role in Saving Private Ryan, Spielberg asked the chubby cowboy what type of role he wanted to play, and Garth replied, a bad guy. Spielberg then sent Garth the script for the film Twister, but he passed on the film, saying the star of the film was the tornado, and Garth wanted to be the star. Garth and Lisa pitched executives at Fox the feature film Garth had written about his rock star alter ego Chris Gaines, The Lamb. They loved the idea. During the meeting, Garth told the executives that the music was extremely important to him because it expressed the same feelings he had felt when his father died, and he began weeping. Lisa says she was dumbstruck because she knew that Garth's father was alive and well and living in Oklahoma. After the meeting,
she asks him,
Yeah.
why did you tell them that your dad died? And he's like, I think it worked. They ate it up. And these are, evidence of him being like a sociopath because he doesn't care and he wants to be the star.
Yeah.
He clearly would rather pitch this movie that he created about Chris Gaines than just take a role in Twister or Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Which could have probably done something for his acting career and then maybe given him more notoriety for this Chris Gaines thing. Instead, he just, everybody just laughed at him about that. And so after the album came out, nobody actually wanted to make the movie.
Of course not. No, because it was, I heard it was a terrible, stupid flop.
What was?
The album.
The album.
Yeah.
I just think people didn't get it. If his fan base, because I think the record label was like, we're not putting this out as Chris Gaines and nobody knowing that it's you, Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
We need your name behind it. Well, the persona of Chris Gaines does not appeal to the people who listen to country.
I was just thinking the same thing. He's got a bunch of bubbas and good old boys.
Right.
In their trucks and their cowboy
and
hats.
they're like Chris Gaines is gay.
Yeah, they're he's homo.
Yeah. Even though
emo homo.
Garth Brooks made sure, because they made it behind the music on VH1, made sure to say that Chris Gaines' whole thing is that he's a sex addict.
Okay.
And he loves to have multiple women at once. I tried to sit through this behind the music And it's just so silly.
Yeah.
But it's like, he is taking it so seriously. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
it's like someone thought, okay, this might be funny, but everything is so serious. The story of Chris Gaines, he was in a band when he was younger with two other guys called Crush. And then he was in a horrible car accident that disfigured his face. Where his face looks fine.
Yeah.
It was really hard for him to come back from that and get used to his new face.
Okay.
Then he was fucking women every left and right. And everyone in the show is like, if anything was going to kill him, it was his sex addiction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how would that kill him?
I mean, HIV, I don't know.
Right. That's the only thing, right?
But that would take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they're saying it as if it's like every night he's shooting up heroin and then he'll die.
Exactly.
But it's like that wasn't a part of the story at all.
Yeah.
I would think if you want to say that, you'd have to be like, well, his drug addiction fueled his sex addiction and his sex addiction fueled his drug. But anyways, that's not
Well, it's not funny because it's full of tragedy.
Right.
It's truly full of, like, there needs to be an absurdity there that they can just sort of like play with.
Yeah.
And it's not absurd. It's like, it's actually really kind of a sad story that could happen.
So I think he's just kind of an asshole because after this, you know, the Chris Gaines thing doesn't work out and he's got this manager, Lisa, that keeps being mentioned. He makes a deal with Lifetime. They license one of his songs and then like make a movie based on it. It's a tragedy song too.
Yeah.
And the deal was for him and Lisa to walk away with like 50-50 of what they get out of that. But he went back to the Lifetime and said, why don't you make the payment to my production company and then I'll give Lisa half?
Okay.
And they said, okay. Well, he didn't.
Yeah.
You know, he took all the money.
Just, I want to put one thing out there.
Okay.
Like, I know you've told me a lot of things where Garth Brooks is a bit of an asshole and a deceiver. And one thing I just was thinking, maybe like with the episode where he was like lying about his father dying with those executives or whoever, and then him like basically screwing his manager out of
money,
a lot of money. Does it happen when you're like a particular kind of maybe artist where you start to get really sick of people wanting things from you, constantly like maybe getting screwed over yourself, and sort of like your moral compass kind of goes awry in terms of like you're so mad you just want to screw people over who you feel like have been screwing you over. Like you want to screw over the industry because you feel you're getting, you know, you're not getting what you deserve or what's fair.
Well, another one of the little factoids about the Chris Gaines movie, the studio was like, we're going to make royalties off the music too, like the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't want that. I want to make all the royalties.
Yeah.
And his manager tried to explain to him, like, well, that's not how movies work.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't like hear it. So I don't know how he would be getting screwed. I guess like artists who are constantly in these record contracts, right? Where they basically owe the record company money back constantly, like by touring and creating music and stuff like that. They do get screwed over. They're like slaves.
Basically.
Shout out to Prince.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it also me saying that, like, he can be like a shitty, greedy motherfucker. Doesn't make him a serial killer. You know?
Right.
So as far as all of these incidences showing a level of sociopathy, yeah, definitely someone who's like a little untoward. I don't know.
Okay, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
He also went through a period where I don't know how this works because I don't follow baseball, right?
Okay.
But he really wanted to be on a baseball team, like the major league.
Oh, this is crazy.
You know about this?
No, I've never heard of this.
Oh.
This is nuts. This is a sociopath.
So what you do first, I guess, is you go to spring training and then they make their picks.
Yeah.
So he's done it twice now. He did it with the Mets and he did it with another team in like Phoenix. And he did the spring training and then he doesn't get picked because he's not very good.
Yeah.
And he's overweight. You know what I mean?
He's a chubby cowboy.
So there's a clip of him talking about it on this podcast, Matthew Cox, if you want to see that. Just we'll get more info about it.
Okay, sure.
I'll show you these 2 clips of Matthew Cox on this podcast and it'll give you a couple more ideas of him being an asshole.
So many really appealing and attractive men I get to watch today. Thank you.
Yeah, you like this guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's so... Yeah.
The way Garth would do it is he goes and he says, look, let me try out and I'll donate this much money to this charity for you guys, or I'll donate this much to your charity or whatever it is. He's basically bribing them to let him try out because in his mind, he's thinking he's going to become a real player. And he talks about how he knows that people are out there mocking him, but I'm here to play and I'm this and I'm that. But he's not good. So, I mean, I'm sure he would beat me, but, he's...
No, but whatever. He's like too old by that time anyways. It doesn't matter. Like, he's not going to make it.
Right. But this isn't once. This is 3 different attempts.
That's right. And so he gets a spot, I think, at least to make it to spring training for the Padres in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And there's more bodies
I'm glad you
around
mentioned that. Well, here's the reason. There are more bodies there, but I mean, we're not going to get into all the different bodies. But in these particular, because I could go every time when he went to the Grammys, when he went to the Billboard Awards, I could. There's 2 bodies, 1 body. When he went to the residency tour, we could say there's 12 bodies. We could do that over and over again. But this one is interesting. There's actually an older gentleman. I want to say he was in his 60s. He's going to leave the area. He's leaving the area. He's traveling to see a friend. And he goes to a gas station, which they know he went to, I believe, because of there was a receipt. He fills up gas, and that gas station is fairly close to the Springs training stadium. At that point, he disappears. He never makes it to his friends. So one of his other buddies ends up calling the police and saying, "Hey, he's missing. He never showed up here. He was going to call me when he got there. Didn't call. Okay." They look into it. They can't find him. He's gone. And they just say, he disappeared. He fueled up here, and we can't find him. We can't find his vehicle. We can't find anything. Now this is within blocks of the stadium of where Garth is. Now, here's what makes it interesting. Once again, okay, coincidence.
Yeah, it's Phoenix. There's a lot of crime there.
Sure, it was carjacking, maybe.
Right.
Here's the thing, that Garth flew his private jet into the international airport, and 2 months later, this guy's 2 months or roughly a few weeks later, his
the victim's car is found in the parking garage.
Correct.
I'll say it.
Like, all right, let's just land the fucking plane, Cox. Yeah.
His body is in the trunk. It's within a stone's throw of Garth Brooks's private plane, which is parked there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the story.
Okay, so it's like...
He took so long to say it.
Okay, just tell us that this victim was close to the car or whatever.
His car and his own body inside of it
Yeah.
was a stone's throw from where Garth Brooks's private plane was flying in and out of.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much here. Let's start with the baseball.
Okay.
That
is crazy.
Is sociopathically crazy. That's like narcissistic madness right there. And that makes me think there's something far more deeply wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That is convincing evidence to me that at least there could be something far more deeply wrong with Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
That would make him capable of like perhaps violent, secretive behavior. But honestly, just like the victims don't match. Mr. Cox,
none of them are.
None of them match. And also it's just like, do you know how many like fucking millions of people upon millions of people get murdered every day? In every city,
a lot.
Or go missing.
What I noticed is a lot of the victims in the book, it's like the unsolved murders are a lot of times people of color.
Yeah.
And we know that they're unsolved because the police don't always care very much about those groups of people.
They're the less
right?
dead. Yeah, exactly.
They don't get coverage on the news. We'd all rather see white people.
Yeah.
And then
Preferably-
follow the story with that and try to solve that.
Preferably pretty blonde lady ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
So that's another part of it is like, I think these are unsolved crimes because they're not publicized. There are less people giving a shit about them.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So
yeah, and it's just it's so funny where he's like he's pointing like different award shows where bodies were found. I'm like, how do you know any number of fucking country stars or celebrities aren't responsible for these murders?
Right.
It's like it's a fucking gathering of narcissists.
True.
You know, it's like
was Taylor Swift there?
I know.
Oh, I think she could have done it.
Yeah. Was Diddy there?
Exactly.
At the Country Music Awards. Yeah. You never know. You
Well,
never know.
sometimes I think, he'll go to the regular Grammy Awards and then
Yeah.
Diddy could be there.
Right. So why isn't, at least Diddy has a record.
Right.
And a violent streak that we know about.
And like witnesses.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. There's no witnesses
Yeah.
for this. Let's play this other clip
Okay.
that is it's back to Tom Segura,
Okay.
where
A husband of Trisha Yearwood. Yeah.
Tom Segura knows somebody who knows Garth Brooks.
Okay.
And he went up to him. Have you ever heard this? He goes up to him and he says, "Hey, how's it going?" He goes, "What's up?" He said, "Did you see Garth the other day?" He said, "Mm-hmm." And he says, what did you talk about it? Does he know about it? He goes, "Oh, he knows. He knows." He goes, "What did he say?" He goes, "Does Garth hate me?" He goes, "Garth doesn't hate anybody," which is such a,
of course,
of course you're going to say
so
that.
Hollywood,
right?
yeah.
He's like, he doesn't hate anybody. He goes, "Well, what did he say?" He said, "When I mentioned it to him, he said," and I said to him, "What do you think about this? Have you heard about this? What do you think about it?" He goes, "What do I think about it?" Garth pulled out his phone and went through his videos on his phone. And there's a video of Segura playing basketball like 10 years ago. He jumps up to try and dunk, and when he comes down, he falls and breaks his arm.
Right.
And he's rolling around screaming.
Yeah.
And Garth shows that video. He goes, "What do I think?" He goes, "Karma. That's what I think." And it was like, it's a disturbing.
Yeah. No,
that's a disturbing thing to say.
I just want to say,
I don't think it's that.
In one of these compilations of like all of this information that
Yeah.
I watched, I saw the video of Tom Segura breaking his arm.
Okay.
And I don't want to show it to you because it's awful.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
can I see it?
Burned in my brain.
Can
Yeah,
I
of
look
course.
at it? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I was like, how dare you? How dare you keep this from me?
It's gross.
Okay.
Think of the worst way you could land on your arm.
We'll see.
What is
We'll
it?
see.
Can you tell me?
Think of the worst way you could land on your arm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know. I've landed on my arm before, and it's extremely painful for weeks and weeks.
Okay, this is worse than that.
Okay.
Okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right. It's got a great point. Ooh, owie.
Did you watch it?
Oh, I'm just watching. Oh, that's not. Oh, wow. His arm got all floppy. Oh, different angles. Oh my, his arm is facing the other way. Aww. Ooh, that is bad. I'm just looking at the stitches in his arm. He really fucked up his arm. So they had to open him the fuck up to fix whatever happened to his arm. It wasn't like just a cast.
You saw it just like bent the wrong way.
Oh, no, it was like literally reversed. It was so freaky. Yeah.
I hate it. And
That does-
anyway,
yeah.
so Garth Brooks keeps that on his phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. I mean, if I really didn't like somebody,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say I wouldn't do that. Because
Right.
honestly, the event itself didn't just like watching the event itself didn't disturb me. Then it's like, oh, that poor guy.
Mhm.
But like seeing it, I was just like, well, if I hated him,
Yeah.
I'd watch that every once in a while just to make myself feel better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sorry. Are you scared of me now?
No.
Okay.
I just really don't want to think about this video. And I was like,
No.
am I going to download it so I can edit it in? And then I was like, no.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to dwell on it.
I'm just going to play your audio.
Yeah. Trigger warning, everybody. It's fucking gross if you watch it.
It's the worst.
Yeah. It really is like his arm is facing the opposite way than
Yeah.
it should be.
So I want you to know that someone on Reddit wrote this.
Okay.
So I was researching the Garth Brooks is a serial killer rumor started by Tom Segura, and I found these videos about Tom Segura possibly being a serial killer himself. It's interesting, and I think fair game because it's the exact thing Tom has been joking about. But in this case, it's about Tom. It would be interesting if this is indeed true and Segura was simply projecting / suspicious of others doing the same thing.
Okay.
So some of the evidence that they're using here is that Segura won a writing competition in high school detailing how he would murder someone and get away with it. And there's a clip of this here because he was like doing the podcast with Bert Kreischer.
Oh, yeah.
And they're talking about who they would murder if they became murderers.
Okay.
And then he just kind of off the cuff references that he wrote and won a speech competition based on something similar.
Okay.
Sobering Stories covers this better, I think.
Okay.
See, most serial killers have patterns. Like he killed everybody in this small radius, like geographically.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way you would really be able probably to be like a prolific serial killer in today's world would be to minimize patterns, like do it in different areas and have them seemingly not be linked together. I'm saying I think there's somebody out there who is like really like psychopathic evil, but really, really smart, right? And if they are, they probably have researched so much all the way, like everything that could lead to your capture. But you know what? Why these guys always get caught is because they get sloppy. They get lazy. Yeah. And if you're out there and you want to prove that you're not, you know.
Well, how would you kill someone? Would you kill them with your bare hands or a rope?
It's a really good question. I thought about it. I wrote a paper about it in high school.
I couldn't even wrap my head around like a Ted Bundy, the urge to break into someone's house and kill them.
Yeah. To fucking murder somebody? Yeah, I fantasized about it, you know.
Do you want to do it in the south, in the north? Don't do it in the north because snow, you might have your tracks.
Actually, you're right. And the cold really helps preserving evidence. So the hotter the climate, the better.
All right, so you're in Miami.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah. Do you, man or a woman?
Man.
Oh, wow. I'm going woman.
Because I'm going to say, like, Bert Kreischer's gross, and him talking about murdering a woman with a smile on his face is the grossest.
Yeah.
And to, like, make it a point that it's like, I'm going to kill a woman.
Yeah.
You know? Come on, dudes.
But his point, I guess, like, Sobering Stories points out, he's like, well, I could probably overpower a woman easier. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But then he laughs about how Tom Segura is like, oh, I'd kill a man. And then basically there's this river in Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Colorado River, but I guess it leads into Lady Bird Lake.
Okay.
And there have been a dozen murders there.
Oh, like bodies
where the
found
bodies are found.
Okay.
Yeah. And so there's like this unknown like Lady Bird Lake killer.
Mm-hmm.
And many of the deaths, the police ruled like no foul play. So maybe it's not that.
Yeah.
But it's close to where Tom Segura lives, and they didn't start till after he moved there.
Tom Segura's got a dumping ground now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
What if we trigger something in our brains and we go, this does sound fun?
Yeah, of course it sounds fun. Yeah, what you're saying to it kind of takes me back to Gacy, because he thought that if he was sloppy on that first kill, it's like everything falls apart, but you pay attention, you do the work, and then you're able to pull it off for a bunch of years, you know?
I have so much going through my mind.
Really?
Well, no, just because I'm fascinated by serial kill. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just have all these like little factoids coming to my head.
Well, we have interest in this topic too.
Yeah.
So I can understand like Tom Segura likes to talk about this on his podcast.
Yeah.
It doesn't make all of us serial killers.
No, of course not.
But, it's interesting.
Can I tell you something gross
about
myself? Like a gross joke that I made up?
Okay.
About John Wayne Gacy is he killed 33 young men that we know of. And 27 or 28 of them were found buried in his crawl space.
Mm-hmm.
But after 27, his crawl space got so full, he had to start dumping them in the Des Plaines River. So there are 5 bodies he had to dump in the Des Plaines River. So back in the day, with some of my like darker friends, whenever I would get too busy or I was overwhelmed, I'd be like, oh, I can't do it. I'm 5 in the river. Because, do you understand?
Yeah.
So like whenever I'm like too busy or it's like I can't get something done, I'll be like, oh, I'm 5 in the river with this.
And you just made that up, that saying. But you have to know so much about John Wayne Gacy to like get it.
Yeah.
And I never, like, I don't know much about John Wayne Gacy. I get him confused with Ed Gein. And I think they're totally different. They're just both named G. You know,
they're both named G and they're both kind of like Midwestern. So, yeah.
Okay. So this creator has made a list of the bodies that have wound up close to where Tom was located, either based on his tour dates or like then him moving to Austin, Texas.
Love it. Okay.
All right. We have Chris Delatorre from Long Beach, California, which would have been very close to Tom Segura's home at the time. And this happened on March 19th, 2016. And it's kind of interesting that Garth Brooks was accused of being responsible for this when it also could have been Tom. On September 7th of 2016, Roland Singleton disappeared from Mansfield, Massachusetts. February 10th, 2017, Brittany Briggs, she disappears after a show that he had done on February 9th, just the night before. On February 19th, 2017, we've got another disappearance of Sasheen Shepard, which coincides with his tour date. March 18th, 2017, we've got Ishmael Jackson, also disappeared on the same date he was in town for a show. April 6th, Elijah Paris disappeared. April 20th, 2017, there's an unknown person who disappeared from the Dallas area. On April 21st, 2017, in Houston, Mr. Ricardo Gutierrez disappeared. April 25th, 2017, Kithy Paget. She disappears after one of the Houston improv sets. That was like a 3-day Houston improv run. And right after that was finished up, she disappeared. On February 16th of 2025, Deontay Bryant disappears from Washington, D.C.
So he did his own research to look at Madonna's tour dates and like missing people.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And he was like, I only found 2.
Oh, all right.
So he's like, that's interesting that there's way more with Garth and Tom Segura.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Since Segura moved to Austin, 12 men have gone missing around Lady Bird Lake. The theory suggests that Tom Segura's move and the timeline of these disappearances are too coincidental to ignore. They also claim Segura's show sales have been declining and the number of listeners to his podcast have decreased. Observers have noted that Tom Segura appears visibly frustrated and angry in his podcast episodes, which some interpret as signs of deeper issues.
This person, Lady Bird Lake.
Yes.
Is it two people now or
no,
3?
Multiple.
Oh, it's multiple.
It's like a lot.
Oh, is it really? Listen, some people just tripped and they fell and they drowned.
A guy fell in the lake and now he's with Jesus. Now anyway, get on the raft.
South and the north, the cold really helps preserving evidence. So the hotter the climate, the better.
Is Tom so egomaniacal that he's leaving breadcrumbs behind? Similar to the night of November 16th, 2019, when Christian Pugh went missing after Tom's big Netflix special in Austin, November 4th, 2022, Tom is filming another Netflix special in Phoenix, Arizona. The following night, a man is found bruised up and dumped in a canal, just north of the Celebrity Theater where Tom performed his highly criticized Netflix special, named Sledgehammer. The victim was found after he had but 2 beers at a local dive bar.
All right, now we're getting into it.
Stories of missing men near Lady Bird Lake.
You are looking at exclusive video
And it's
you'll
usually
only
men.
see here on
Yeah.
Top News of the last time a beloved husband, father, and chef on the night of his mysterious death. Hours after that video, he would later be found in a Phoenix canal. Nearly 3 weeks since Jose...
Sorry, there's another one that's interesting that survived.
Okay.
That I want to get to.
Yeah.
This marks the 13th and 14th bodies found at the lake since Segura moved to Austin.
Since he moved to Austin? See, now we're getting into some patterns, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is making more sense than Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I like it because there's more similarities between them, each murder.
There's a dumping ground.
Instead of it being like these random and there being nothing similar with these murders.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a guy who fell down or whatever near the river.
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
survived. So let's
Okay.
watch that.
All right.
Christian Pugh, who had actually left a Tom Segura show in Austin, Texas. He had gone down there just to see this show. After leaving the show, he goes and hits some bars along Rainey Street, and then he decides to leave there completely blacked out, and at some point makes his way over to the Congress Street Bridge, which happens to go right over Lady Bird Lake, and somehow he falls over the edge of this bridge. He falls all the way down to the ground and is left there for 3 days. Fortunately, somebody finds him, help is called, they pick him up, they take him to the hospital, and the poor kid is in a coma for a month. He finally wakes up, he has no memory of what happened. There's only one video camera that caught what happened, but it doesn't
Not
really
underwater.
see the bridge
okay.
area where he actually fell. It just shows him walking towards the bridge. So all very weird, all very interesting. The last thing that he really remembers was being hit over the head. He's pretty positive that this might have been the Lady Bird Lake killer that did this. But the weirdest thing about everything is that Christian has zero memory of who did this to him or exactly what happened that led to him falling over this bridge. He does this podcast with a guy named Ryan Sickler called the Honeydew Podcast. And on this podcast, he's telling his story about what happened to him. And he mentions that he was there to see a Tom Segura show. When he tells Ryan this, Ryan starts dying. He just cannot handle it. He thinks it's the funniest thing ever. And he has to call up Tom Segura immediately and let him know. And it's just so weird, just such a weird conversation. I get it. They're comedians. They think weird stuff is funny.
So I was in town to see Tom Segura, of all people.
Wait, hold on now.
Yeah.
The whole reason you were in Austin was to see Segura, and you go missing for 3 days and wake up a month later. I gotta tell.
Swear to God.
I'm definitely telling him this.
Swear to God.
Dude, you talk about a fan.
Because my parents were supposed to go see Segura with me. And I swear to God, so they knew something was up. They're like, nah, he would have showed up for this. Man,
oh, dude.
Let me kind of explain this. My injuries consisted of very busted knuckles, and I had one big whelp on the side of my head. Someone busted the side of my head. No other marks on my face, no other marks anywhere else. But it looked like I got in a fight or something else happened.
Hold on. Let's see. It's going to be, I highly doubt it, but let's see if he'll answer. Dude, I am so glad you answered, Tom Segura. You're not going to believe this shit. I'm here doing my Patreon show, and we get the wildest stories out there, right? This guy I'm talking to right now, this young gentleman, he is 24 years old. His name's Christian Pugh. Tom, Christian went to see you in Austin, and after the show, his parents were also supposed to go with him to see you in Austin, Texas, and after the show, he got drunk and wandered off from his group, was found 3 days later under the Congress Street Bridge. He still doesn't know that, and he woke up a month later, dude. He went to see you in concert and was missing for 3 days, found under the Congress Street Bridge, still blacked out. And 1 month later, this motherfucker woke up, and he's about to tell me his story right now, Tom. He doesn't even know. We're just getting into it. I go, how did you end up on the bridge? He goes, that's still a mystery. So there's closed circuit footage of him from banks and shit wandering off. It's a police. I'm about to get into it right now, dude. I was laughing so hard. He goes, I went to see Segura. And I was like, and you went missing for 3 days and woke up a month later? He goes, yeah. Are you schizophrenic, bro?
No, I'm not.
He says no, but I have questions, dude.
He said no, but
all right, brother, I'll talk to you. All right, I'll see you. Later.
Yeah, I am 5 in the river with impressions about what we've just watched.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it kind of has nothing to do with the story. But who is this? Who's the guy who's doing what's his name
like
again?
Another comedian.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And he's got such a weird laugh.
He's annoying. He's very, very grating. And the thing is, I am way more willing to believe that somebody from the Rogan-sphere is a serial killer than I am Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
This could be possible.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I bet a bunch of them are.
I think we should get Garth Brooks' DNA and Tom Segura's DNA and put it into CODIS.
We should. They should be there just in case.
So if anybody out there can do that.
Yeah, if anybody has a swab and is in Austin or
I guess
Nashville.
If for some reason, if you listen to us and you are somehow tied to cops.
Yeah.
and can put someone's DNA in CODIS. Then you need to find someone who can get the swabs.
Yeah. I also want to put one more fact out there just so people can really have everything they need to make their decision about whether Garth Brooks and Tom Segura are serial killers.
Yeah.
I do know that the Austin PD is claiming that the bodies found in Lady Bird Lake are not connected to any one killer.
I know.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a kind of thing that happens.
They think that they're not even being murdered. Really.
No, it's just there seem to be a lot of venues around there where people party and get drunk. And it's always a thing where it's people party, they get drunk, they walk home, specifically college boys, because what they do is they go to the edge of something, they pee, they lose their footing and they fall. That's why it happens to boys a lot of college age.
Wow.
Yes.
Your fucking penis getting you in trouble.
And, as it always does at that age and always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your penis will kill you.
Women don't try to go pee on the edge of something.
No.
We'll go behind a car and squat or in some place to use a real toilet.
Do you really will you squat if there's enough privacy? Okay.
I've had to pee so bad before, yeah.
Okay. No, I wasn't sure.
I squatted in an alley.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve in New York City.
Cuz I was just really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair. I mean, that happens.
Cuz we were close to Times Square and we just couldn't get in anywhere,
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm just seeing you squat like Britney Spears in one of her videos, just squatting down and raising your little house dress.
Yeah, except I had pants on.
Yeah. Oh my God. No. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's it. No, I mean, this is interesting. Tom Segura is clearly a serial killer. I think the jury's still out.
On Garth
Brooks. But what has been interesting is I didn't really know much about Garth Brooks, and my impression of him was that he was just basically beloved by all in a Tom Hanks kind of way.
Yeah.
But
now it's I don't think so.
How can anybody like him?
No.
He's a lot. He's creepy.
Yeah, I don't know what Trisha's thinking.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And here's the thing. I don't listen to country music, and apparently Garth Brooks has been doing these stadium tours, and he's done a couple residencies in Vegas. I didn't realize that. But what's Trisha doing? Is she singing? Does he not want her to be more successful? Is he one of those, I wonder?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see what Trisha Yearwood's up to. I'm literally going to put that into the Google machine. Okay, AI overview. Trisha Yearwood is currently promoting her new album, The Mirror, and her Christmas album, Christmas Time. She's also hosting a Christmas special and will be going on a 12 Days of Christmas tour with shows scheduled, blah, 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 blah. She's still working, whatever.
Okay.
So the moral of the story is don't get killed by Garth Brooks or Tom Segura. Can I ask you, what was it like to follow this story?
What was funny was, let me look at my clips.
Okay.
There's one where they're on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, okay.
I really thought that Tom Segura saying it, I thought he had done the research. And then I found out through my research that they were only reacting to him being kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah.
But wait,
Yeah,
there's no benefit.
underwater.
There's no benefit for Garth to go on the podcast.
Incorrect. Incorrect. First of all, they're very nice people. Both Tom and Christina are very nice people.
I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Shut the fuck up for a second. And they'd be happy to have Garth on and be nice to him and explain, we're sorry if this hurt your feelings. This is all just fun.
Yes.
We're just fun people.
How fun would it be if Garth was like, listen, man, I can't have that shit come up. We're 2 years away from a statute of limitations.
What do you mean no? Why no?
100% no.
Why? If you're Garth's manager.
I'll tell you as Garth.
Yeah.
How many months do you think it happened to Garth where it was a problem, where he was like, the fuck is this?
Never.
All of the months.
It's right.
Actually, we got at first we would go like, do you think Garth knows? And we'd talk about that. And then I happened to meet somebody who actually is closely connected to him. And I think if he were to show the sense of humor,
what did I ever do to y'all?
Okay,
I think it would actually.
Objection.
People would flip out.
Objection. You're talking about. I'm just being.
Yes.
You know, I'm your best friend.
I'm not disagreeing.
Just talk.
Just go ahead.
Speak from
You're talking about a guy's dating video.
Yeah.
Versus Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Who's selling out stadiums.
Yeah.
He already has the fans.
I know he does.
But it's like Wayne Brady leaning into like, I'm a gangster.
Nope. It's not. It's not.
No,
you're talking about. You're talking about
Fair.
a guy
I'll retract it.
Who, in all respects, is kind of trolling a star. It's like if it's I'm just being honest about it. Is because
I know, but it's funny.
I think what actually happens. This is my just opinion.
Super
I think what
sensitive
actually
bird over here.
I think what
the fuck's going on?
I've thought about this before, but I've thought about this a ton.
I think what
Brooks over here.
I think it would make Garth Brooks more money to be on my podcast.
Bert Kreischer, I'm thinking he's going to point out the difference between making fun of somebody for their dating video versus making claiming that somebody is a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge difference there, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Bert Kreischer I particularly hate because I just feel like, he's just a greaseball. Anyway.
I don't know him really, but one day at work, this man that I hate messaged me and said he couldn't go see, he had tickets to Bert Kreischer and he couldn't make it to the show. Did I want the tickets?
Don't
but
go.
I already had to do a sketch show or something.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't go see any of these guys.
And then the next day he was like, oh, well, Bert Kreischer. And I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, aren't you into comedy? Which is always people's response. So you must know all comedians?
Or I would say I'm into good comedy.
But then I see his face and I realize I don't recognize him at all.
Yeah.
I've never seen him do comedy.
You know what? Nobody has until he got into the Rogan-sphere.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who any of these fuckers are. Except for Shane Gillis.
It makes sense. Like, I hate this man at work.
Yeah.
Of course he loves this guy.
Uh-huh. Yep. Makes sense.
He fucking sucks.
Yeah. We should really...
Yeah. Weren't you going to do your...
Yeah, but then it's just like, it's really...
Sucks to watch.
It sucks to watch.
Yeah.
And also, it's just, there's so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would definitely have to, concentrate on a figure, like you've done Tom Segura.
I thought you were gonna do one.
Well, I was gonna do Brendan Schaub, who is, but honestly, just at this point, Brendan Schaub also has his own community of trolls.
Mm.
He is the lol cow. What I think Tom Segura is trying to do here is make a new lol cow in the way that Jim and them has made Corey Feldman into a lol cow. But Garth Brooks is just he's creepy. Yeah, he's performative. Yeah, you're why do people like you? But he's not constantly going out there and doing things that are make funnable of.
Right. Like Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman is constantly failing. He's constantly doing stupid shit. He's constantly doing crazy, just why would you do that kind of shit?
Both desperate.
Yeah.
And thinks he's really great and nobody gets it.
Yeah. And that is just such a continual and ingrained pattern in his life. There's always going to be something.
Yeah.
But that's not true with Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks just seems like he's probably an asshole.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do Brendan Schaub because he is a piece of shit.
Well, here's
and I'm also
the thing.
weirdly attracted to him.
Yeah, just find the clips of him being the most annoying or something.
There's so many.
And then tell me how hot he is. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. like the whole time listening to this book, like I don't think this book is good. I don't recommend this book.
Does not sound good. It does not sound informed.
I don't see how he's getting away with this.
Yeah.
And not getting sued, except that Garth Brooks does not seem to want to touch this rumor at all.
Garth Brooks is going to have to prove that he somehow lost monetarily.
Okay.
Or reputationally in like a very specific documentable way.
To sue this man about this book.
To sue for defamation,
and this book, nobody's talking about this book. It's not well written.
Yeah. Also, this motherfucker doesn't, like Cox, he doesn't have anything.
He doesn't have anything.
You could sue Segura.
Yeah.
But then I think Segura would have even more of a defense that it's just a goof and I haven't done anything to actually damage
It's clearly satire.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's got more of a leg to stand on there.
Yeah, I know. Matthew Cox just seems like kind of an idiot.
And he's honestly, he looks like he's lying all the time. Like that whole like, and then
he's a greaseball too.
He's a greaseball.
He's like greasing his hair back, and
yeah, he's also such a shitty liar. I'm like, I can tell you're making up this story.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see him be on this shitty podcast that was hard to get through with this guy, Johnny, who keeps being like, all this evidence is so compelling. And I'm like, where?
Yeah. I mean, it is compelling to people who don't know anything about serial killers and how they work.
Yeah,
or crime.
A big part of this book is an education lesson on, did you know that Ted Bundy was like this and Poopy Doopy was like this? And everyone...
Poopy Doopy was a particularly vicious murderer.
Yeah. I'm Poopy Doopy.
Oh my, I knew it. I knew it because I'm sitting on a stack of bodies right now, guys.
So, he'll constantly talk about the dark triad. Do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Machiavellianism and narcissism, and there's the third one.
I'm rolling my eyes.
Did you ever watch Dexter?
No, but everybody says you would love Dexter.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Because you learn the need for Dexter to kill, but his dad saw when he was young that he had this thing that he needed to do because he witnessed trauma as a kid. And he was like, okay, well, if you need to kill, let's only kill other killers.
Yeah.
And so it's like, cool.
Yeah, he's trying to make impressions in a young killer's mind that are like pro-social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got the code that he lives by.
Yeah.
And I love it because he's taking out bad people.
Yeah.
But then he like has a fun time cutting them up.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I do know so much about serial killers now. I'm like, whenever I cannot watch serial killers that as they are usually depicted in film and television because they're just wrong.
I see.
Yeah. It's just like.
I wonder if you'd say that about Dexter though, because Dexter's fun.
Well, no, but I mean, Dexter, you would have to have a young psychopath who has respect for anybody in order for him to have respect for his father. And I don't think a psychopath, even at a young age, would give a shit about a code.
Interesting.
Of behavior. That's why I duck out of those things. Yeah.
Well, his dad kind of, after his death, like lives on in his head and they have like conversations.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Usually it's more like there's an anger, like with John Wayne Gacy, he was like very invested in what his dad thought of him, but it came with a huge amount of rage because his father was always calling him a fruit picker.
Which is?
A gay guy.
A gay guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't make no fruit picker.
Is John Wayne Gacy gay?
He said he was yes, he killed boys after he raped them.
He's a pedophile.
Yeah. He's a pedophile, basically. A phebophile. Yeah.
A phebophile.
I mean, pedophile.
The word of the day.
A phebophile is a pedophile who is attracted to younger teenage kids, post-pubertal.
Okay, so you're Megyn Kelly.
Yes, exactly.
I just want you guys to know that Jeffrey Epstein did not like children.
Yeah.
He liked teenagers, so...
It's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's put the Epstein files to bed. We don't care anymore.
Yeah, so silly. That woman.
I know.
She's the worst.
She's a bag of bones.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's it for this.
Bye, everybody.
Join our Patreon because we give you early ad-free episodes. This episode you could listen to the day before.
Yeah, and we also give you some other stuff, some roundups.
Well, I don't know.
A little
what
personal.
It is.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
But we do. We have
Yeah, I'm
episodes
just not
where we
going to
talk.
sit here and list it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I feel bad.
Why?
I don't know.
You're so funny.
Follow us on social media. Give us a 5-star review.
Please.
And come back next week.
Yeah.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
There's a magpie outside.
I don't like them.
I love them.
Ew.
Well, we're going to move on and argue about magpies off mic, guys.
Okay.
All right, so have a great time.
I can't believe you.
I can't believe
That's
you
disgusting.
either. We're done.
They shout at my poor dog.
They're beautiful.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're like the pigeons of here.
Bullshit, fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. And share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense. It's time to break free.